Once again, guys, this is the Investor Show with your host here, Prince Dykes. Thank you guys for coming back and tuning in for another great, awesome, and magnificent video. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, share, all the other great stuff, buttons, and all that other good stuff. Give me a thumbs up if you think it's good. And you know, as always, give me a thumbs down if you think it sucks. But if you think it sucks, give me a comment, let me know why. But if you think it's a good video, you got some questions, drop some comments below. But as always, I don't have a lot of time, and I definitely know you guys don't have a lot of time, so we're going to jump straight into it. As you guys can already see in the description box, this video is going to be about dollar cost averaging, or averaging in, whatever you may want to call it. So the concept is, a lot of you guys writing all the time and say, hey, Prince, I got $500, I got $1,000, I got $10,000, and I want to get into investing for my kid or my son, or whatever the case may be. I'm going to go through a concept called dollar cost averaging. We're going to take person A, and we're going to take person B. They're going to get the same amount of money. One person is going to invest all their money at one time, versus another person is going to take that same amount of money and they're going to slowly invest it over 5 months. So we're going to see how they're going to turn out. All right, cool. So anyway, as you guys can see, we know the stock market doesn't move like this, which is considered a bull. It doesn't go straight up or doesn't go straight down. You know, it usually goes up and down, has this side twiggles or whatever the case may be. What we're going to do, we got person A over here. We got person B over here. We're going to give both of them $500, and they're going to invest over 6 months, over 5 months. They're going to invest from January to May, right? And what's going to happen is they're going to start off, the share is going to be $10 in January, and it's going to have a little squiggly line, and it's going to go up. And in May, we're going to say this exact stock ends at $20, right? So we got one person here. They invest, person A decides, hey, I got my tax return, I got $500. I want to go and buy Nike stock or the index word. They buy Nike stock. They put $500 into Nike stock. We're going to say Nike stock costs us $10 each, right? So if you got $500 and it's $10 a share, how many shares are you going to get? How many times is 10 going to 500? It's going to go in there 50 times. This person is going to get 50 shares, right? So they brought 50 shares in January. The stock value increases, goes all the way up to $20. The stock value increases, goes all the way up to $20 per share. In May, this person essentially doubled their money. They made $10 per share, right? Because they purchased them for $10. They made $10 per share. And if you do 10 times 50 shares, you're going to come up with $500. This person started with $500. They got another $500 in capital gains. They're going to end out in May. If they sell their stock, they're going to have a grand total of $1,000, which is going to equal 100% return on investment. ROI, what they call it, the fancy word in investing. So how do you get 100%? Because he started with $500, bought them at 10, they went up to 50, he sold them in May, 100% return on investment, right? Now we're going to take person B. Person B was like, hey, I got $500, but I want to buy a little bit every month. So in January, they invest $100. In February, they invest $100. In March, they invest $100. In April, they invest $100. In May, they invest $100, right? So we're going to say, just for simplistic scenario version here, the stock started out at $10 in January. Then he kind of went on down, then he kind of went on up. Then he went here. Now it's $20 in May. So in January, it's $10. Come February, it's $5. Come May, it's $5. Come April, it's back to $10. And come up to May, it's at $20, right? So you guys get it. From January to May. This is how, you know, when you look at the economy drop in 2008, stocks don't usually, every day the stock just don't go up, 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 up. In most cases, it has drop-off periods. So it may drop off or whatever. So $100 in January, the stock costs $10. The stock costs $10. How many shares he gets? He gets 10 shares, right? How many shares does he get in February? It costs $5 in February. He gets 20 shares. How many shares does he get in March? 20 shares, right? January, February, March. How many shares does he get in Oh, I didn't put the 5 right here. How many shares does he get in? How many shares does he get in come April? He gets another 10 shares. How many shares does he get in May? He gets 5, right? He gets 5 because it costs $20. I don't know if you guys can read that. So January, February, March, April, May, we put them here. We broke down the shares. How you get that? You divide this into that, this into that, this into that. Let me know if my math's wrong because I'm not the smartest guy in the world out there. That you guys probably already know. But anyway, so when we look at it now, come May, the stock is worth $20 down here. It's $20, right? So from his January investment, how much money is he up? He made $10, so we're going to multiply that times 10. 10 times 10. From his January investment, he's up $100 gain. From his February investment, how much money is he up? You do 20 times 15. 20 times 15 is how much? 300. So he's up $300 from the February investment. Same thing with March. He's up $300 from his March investment. What about in April? How much is he up? He's up another $100 on his investment. So you're going to do this times 15. How did you get that, Prince? This cost $5. Is now trading for $15. That means you made $15 per share. You got 20 shares. That's what I'm saying, right? Right there. Boom, boom. Right? So January, February, March, April. Come May, he's breaking even because he brought him at $20 and the stock is trading at $20, right? So simplistic version, we're not even going to count May. We're just going to do this right here. We're going to add this up. He's up 6, 7, 8, $800. $800. That is his capital gain. $800. You add in his initial investment. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I still count on my fingers, so what? So now he started with $800. He started with $500, and he made an $800 investment. Now he's up $1,300. If my math is correct, he has 160% return on investment. You guys see, compared to person A, he had 100% return on investment. He ended up with $1,000 at the end, but this person here. How did person B get in front of person A? It's because when the stock dropped in February and March, he brought more, right? He was consistently buying. He only invested $500, just like the person over here. But when the stock dropped, he got it for sale in February. He got it for sale in March. So when the stock did have a bull run or had an up run going into May, guess what? He's up $800 versus the person who brought all his shares in January and then sold them in May. This person here makes a 60% more return on his investment, that type of way. Now, I didn't even add in May. If I added in May, that would kind of throw things not off, but we're just going to keep it for simplistic purposes. So we're just going to look at January, February, March, how, when the stock moves up and down, how dollar cost averaging helps you get things on sale over time. So instead of just putting a bunch of money in at the time, how you can apply this is if you have a stock or if you're buying the index or whatever you're buying, you buy a little bit every single month. So when the stock market crashes or when it goes down, when it has dips, you just buying it every single month. You don't care what the price is. Person B said, hey, I'm buying it here, I'm buying it, I'm buying it, I'm buying it, I'm buying it, I'm buying it. And people do this for years. You know, one of the styles of Warren Buffett, dollar cost averaging, versus person A, who probably bought a bunch of stock right before the stock market crashed, and now they're just holding on to their life. They never invested again. You know, they could be hurting themselves by not dollar cost averaging. But hope you guys get that. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. This is dollar cost averaging. My name is Prince Dykes. This is the Investor Channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, and share button. And to the next video, you guys already know what to do. Peace, be safe, and I am out.